Hey guys, I'm so excited to share this video with you on how to create a Bitmoji slide or Bitmoji classroom in 5 simple steps. So let me share with you an outline of what this process will look like. For step number 1, the first thing we're going to be doing is deleting text boxes and adding a background. Step number 2, we're going to be decorating your classroom by adding images. Step number 3, we're going to be changing the color of objects. Step number 4, we're going to be changing the order of objects. Step number 5, we're going to be adding your Bitmoji. And I also have a special bonus feature I want to share with you at the end. So let's go ahead and get started. So once you're in Google Slides, step number 1 is to erase the text boxes and add your background. To add the text or to erase the text box, just click anywhere inside the text box. Then you can click on any of the outline or the border of the text box and press delete. Let's do the same thing down here. So just click anywhere inside the text box, then click on the outline of the text box, and then press delete. And there we go. Now we have a wonderful blank canvas to add our background to. Now to add your background, I find it very helpful if you add it through clicking this background tab. By adding your background through here, it allows the background to stay put so that when you add images on top, your background does not get shifted around. Okay, so just click on background. Then you're going to click on choose image. Then here in the search bar, I already typed it in from my last search, but you're going to type in floor and wall. And then once you hit enter, you will see that you get an array of options to pick from. So just scroll through and select the one that is interesting to you. I'm going to go ahead and go with this first one. So I'm just going to click on it, then press insert and click done. And voila, I have my background. We are all complete with step number 1. So now on to step number 2, which is to add the images into your classroom. Now this step for me is the funnest step because you can get very creative with decorating your classroom and making it look however you would like. So in order to insert an image, we're going to go ahead and go to Insert, Image. We're going to click on Search the Web. And on the right hand side, a search bar will pop up. Now, the most important part of this step is to make sure that you type in the word transparent in your search when you're searching for the objects. So the first thing I'm going to search for is the desk. So I'm going to type in transparent desk. And you hit enter and you get an array of options again. So just scroll through and select the one that really speaks to you. I'm going to go ahead and select this white desk. So I'm going to click on it and then press insert. And there it is, and it is humongous. So in order to shrink down or change the size of your objects, I recommend you using the corner tabs because I find that when you use the middle tabs, it distorts the image and makes it look kind of funny. So use the corner tabs to make it as small or as big as you would like. There you go, I shrunk mine down quite a bit. Now I'm going to just move it to where I would like it positioned in my classroom. I'm going to move it to this side. Move down just a little bit more. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing again to search for all the other objects for my classroom. Let me walk you through that one more time. You're going to go to Insert, Image, search the web, then make sure you have the word transparent. And the reason you want to have the word transparent is because that way the objects don't have like a white surrounding around it, which will take away from your background or cover other images. Okay, so type in the word transparent, and this time we're going to look for a bookshelf. So transparent bookshelf. Oh, and I didn't spell that right, but I still found it. I'm going to just go ahead and scroll through. I think I might just go with this first one. So let me just click on this first desk or this first bookshelf, and then I'm going to select Insert. And then it's going to pop up on my screen, and I can adjust the size by using the corner tabs if needed. and then I'm going to move it to where I would like it. You can just hold down or click down on it and move it around as needed. I'm going to move it down just a little bit more. And there we go. And like I said, you're going to do the same thing to find all the other images in your classroom. Now I'm going to fast forward a little bit and show you my finished product. And here you see that I added many other things in my classroom to make it look a little more festive. You can add objects, or you can, when you go to search objects, you can search for string lights, you can search for artwork, you can search for lamp, you can search for laptop, chair, you can search for so many things. You can get very creative with this part, okay? And like I said, you are going to do the same thing for all of them. Just make sure that you do type in the word transparent, because I find that that helps with making sure that your image does not have a white border around it. Now we're all done with step number 1 and step number 2. Now for step number 3, I want to show you how to change the color of objects in your classroom. Now to do that, you just click on the object that you would like to change the color of. So let's say I want to change the color of this desk. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the desk. Then I'm going to click on Format. I'm going to go to Format Options. Then here you see the Recolor tab. And also it has a drop-down box here next to the color dark 7. Just click on the the drop-down menu. And there is a few options that you can choose from to change the color. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick the lime yellow color. Wow, that's very bright. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and change the color again. Let me go back to the drop down key here and let me go ahead. How about we go with this dark gray? Oh, not too bad. Okay. You can do the same thing with all the other objects in your classroom. You can just click on it. And since I already had this format options open, it's already open here. And just click on the drop down menu to select the color. Go with the turquoise. There you go. And you can do that, like I said, with anything in the classroom. I actually changed the color of these string lights as well. Okay, so that is step number 3, which is showing you how to change the color of objects. Now I want to show you step number 4. Step number 4 is how to add your Bitmoji into the classroom. And I actually accidentally added mine. Let me go ahead and delete her and walk you through the steps. But for adding your Bitmoji, you will need to download the Bitmoji extension. Okay, and you can watch one of my other videos that will show you how to do this. But for right now, let me just share with you that once you download the Bitmoji extension, you will have this Bitmoji icon here at the top, which you will just click on, and then you will see all your Bitmoji images pop up. And the one that I'm going to use is the one of her sitting, and you can search it by just typing in sitting here at the top. But since I've already have her here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on her and drag her right into my slideshow. And once I add her in, you see that she is huge. And as I mentioned before, you're going to use the corner tabs to go ahead and shrink or adjust the size of your images. And for her, I'm going to shift her right over here so she can be in her chair. Now, as you see, she is over my desk and over the laptop. And step number 5, I'm going to show you how to change the order of your objects. So as you see, my Bitmoji needs to be changed. So I already have clicked on her, so she is highlighted with this blue box. So once your object is highlighted, just right click and click on order. And I'm going to select send to back. Oh, and you see my Bitmoji is now behind the chair. So I took her way too far back. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on her again. Go to order. And instead I'm going to click send backward. And now she's right in front of the chair, because I think once you hit back, it sends it to the thing furthest back on your screen, which was the chair. So now she's sitting comfortably on her chair. Let me just adjust her just a little bit more. There we go. And she is ready to go. Now, those are all the steps. And as I said, it's pretty fun once you get the hang of it. And I have a special bonus that I want to share with you, and the special bonus is showing you a simple way on how to add a whiteboard to your classroom. Now, of course, you can go ahead and search for one through the insert search image through the web. You can find one that way, but this way is just a bit quicker and easier. Now, to add a whiteboard, you can just go ahead and click on Shape right here on the tab on the top here. Go to Shape and click on the rectangle or whichever rectangle you would like. I like the one with the sharp edges or corners. Then you can draw your whiteboard wherever you would like. Now, it doesn't make sense to put it on top of my books, but I just want to show you this feature. Now, you can also add a border on this board so it looks a little more realistic. Just make sure you click on it, and then you will click on this border weight option here, and you can select how thick you want your border. So let's say I want 12 px. You see, it makes a really thick border around your board. Okay, and then you can add a text box in here. Go to Insert, Text Box, and just go ahead and draw your text box inside your board, and you can write a special message for your students, like welcome. Okay, and of course you can change the font, color, the size, and all of that however you would like. So I just wanted to share that feature with you in case you did want to add a whiteboard to your classroom. But like I said, these are 5 easy steps that can get you started. And like I would love if you would subscribe, leave a comment, or maybe even leave a suggestion on things that we can add to our Google Classroom. Please keep an eye out for my next video, which will show you how to insert links in your classroom that your students can click on and use for interactive activities. Thank you. See you again.